fixture is not a foregone conclusion. Neither has anyone been. So just like we saw in the day one, today no one team can still claim a strong foothold into the next round. Everything is still going to depend on the second leg of this quarterfinals. Transit TV Day 2 2023 UEFA Champions League Quarterfinals. If there is one thing UEFA has done in the last decade, is taking away the away goal rule. This has made in the last couple of years, especially this year, at this stage of competition, we have seen so many goals. Yesterday, the first day, we saw 11 goals in 2 games. 3-3, 6 goals in Madrid, and 4 goals in at the Emirates. That was 10 goals. And today, we saw 3-2 here and 2-1, bringing it to 18 goals in 4 games, average of 4.5 goals per match. That tells you how ambitious, how expansive, how exciting these games have been. Fans have been treated to some scintillating and fascinating games because teams have no choice than to go out to try to get a win or get a foothold into the fixture going into the second legs. Today again, we saw Barcelona travel to PSG and secure a very shocking, I'll use the word shocking win against PSG. And Atletico Madrid continue what they have been doing all season, being very strong at home with a 2-1 victory over Dortmund. We're going to look at these games and look at a few things, talking points in these games. And I'll start with the PSG Barca match. Barcelona, a few years ago, since the takeover by the Qataris, tried to go with the Galacticos model. It has worked for them domestically, but in Europe, they have failed to achieve their ambitions. The last couple of years, they started walking away from that module, getting rid of all the superstars. We know Messi left last summer, Neymar left as well. Mbappe is on his way out at the end of this season. At least 95 or 99.5%, he is leaving PSG this season, this summer, to maybe there's strong indication that he's going to go to Real Madrid. So they have been trying to get rid of some of these players. Enrique was brought in to kind of build certain philosophy into the team, imbibe it into the team, groom younger players, and grow with them. Apparently, have some years to work on his project, which for me, I won't call it a failure so far, but it hasn't really picked up speed. But there's progress. Why am I talking about this? During the assemblage of this Galacticos, PSG went to Juve and got Donnarumma. Donnarumma, for me, is not what the hype that is given, is not what PSG needs. He is not, for me, he's not a good goalkeeper. He's just a good goalkeeper, but not exceptional. And I've seen him cost PSG games after games. This one, he was one of the reasons why PSG lost this game, if you ask me. This is a goalkeeper in a generation where keepers are supposed to be very good with the ball to their feet. The Roman can make a kick across the center line. I've not seen him do a goal kick across the center line. He can't pick a pass. He doesn't command his area. There was one free kick that Barcelona had. He mistimed the ball, and after that incident, he never went for any cross, not even a corner kick. And that is how Barcelona got their winning goal. All the corners after that free kick that came into the 6-yard box, Donnarumma was helpless. Then, of course, the second goal, he gifted Barcelona with a very careless pass. Two passes. Raphinha was through on goal on the volley and got the equalizer. This game started with Barcelona scoring first. PSG came back and went 2-1 at home. The Roma made sure that Barcelona equalized. Then, of course, also ensured that they won the game because he could not command his area. So I think if as PSG continue to do this, what do they call it? This, rearranging of the squad, trying to reassemble the squad with raw talent and younger players and probably players who want to play for the club. I think they should look at that department as well. Just like what Arteta did by bringing Raya, people were saying that's not where the team needed any kind of addition. That wasn't a problem. No, for me, learning from what Arteta did with us, with Ramsey, I think Enrique should look at that direction. He should find a way to get another goalkeeper for PSG. I don't think that Roma will take PSG to a promised land. I don't believe so. I strongly believe that he needs to go. Now, Roma is not good enough to take PSG to the promised land. That's one very key aspect of that game yesterday. And when you're a goalkeeper, you do this, and your backline don't have confidence in you, you also affect the way they play. When they don't feel confident, they're bound to make mistakes. Another thing about PSG yesterday, Mbappe was quiet. Not from not trying, but it just didn't click for him yesterday. It just didn't click for him. Mbappe tried, and I think he did too much as an individual. He was guilty of, not being a team player, so to say, and he worked against him and PSG. Barcelona don't usually do that, but they double team. Sometimes there are 3 players on Mbappe, and he was still trying hard to find a way individually, which did not work. And this also affected Barcelona. There are a few positive for Barcelona in the game. Vitinha ran the midfield as much as he could, picked passes, drove forward, even got the second goal. Yeah, I think he got a yellow card. I don't know if he will be available for the next game. If he's going to be available for the next game, that would be a huge miss for Barcelona for PSG in Spain. The young man is one of the shining lights, one of the good things that you can speak of about this game for PSG yesterday. Vitinha, he reminded me of Verratti in that same midfield. Dembele, got the goal, but he was almost toothless as well. There were so many misplaced passes, so many successful dribbles. But of course, Dembele, if you know him very well, he delivers at difficult circumstances. The easy things, the easy goals, he messes up. But the tight and difficult ones, those are the ones that he delivers. And he got one very tight and very sumptuous strike yesterday to put PSG ahead. So I know when this feature was made, I called it for PSG. I still believe so, because if you have Mbappe in your team, there is always that X factor. Mbappe on a very good day, depending how the team is set up, depending how the other teammates play. And don't forget that they didn't have Hakimi yesterday as well. I believe he'll be available for the next leg. With Hakimi, PSG will be a little bit stronger, and Mbappe has an Mbappe day. They still have a chance to go through. The good thing, like I said in the beginning, is that PSG UEFA had removed the away goal rules. So PSG goes there, win 1-0 or 2-1. They go, it goes into penalty, and anything can happen from there. So they still have hope. This fixture is not a foregone conclusion. Neither has anyone been. So just like we saw in the day one, today, no one team can still claim a strong foothold into the next round. Everything is still going to depend on the second leg of this quarterfinals. Talking about Barcelona kind of surprised me yesterday, the way they played. The industry the players showed And Xavi played a lot of young players in this team. I said it on day one that for me, UEFA Champions League at this level is a competition for players with personality, with players with individual brilliance and pedigree, teams with pedigree. But Xavi chose the other way and followed his starting 11 with a lot of young boys, which he corrected immediately after second first half. And of course, got the result. Gundogan shone again in the midfield. The only problem that we have because of age, he's not going to give you 90 minutes. So Xavi needs to worry about that in second leg. Lewandowski led the front line good, but of course with no pace. But his hold-up play yesterday was good and link-up play as well. He made sure that Barcelona had some coordination up front. Then I will call the game Raphinha show. That was just a Raphinha show yesterday. He ran ragged. I'm sure if he had stayed if he had played 19 minutes, probably would have gotten a hat-trick yesterday. But Xavi knows better, substituted him, probably to give him a rest for the second leg. Yeah, Barcelona has they kind of outperformed. They outperformed PSG yesterday, and it showed in the result. Another talking point was the birthday boy Christensen. First touch, 28th birthday, a goal, and the first Barcelona player to score in Champions League on his birthday. Made history yesterday and secured 3 points for his team. After the game, he was being interviewed and he said, yes, of course, that he is happy, the team is happy, they're in a good place, and they're pretty confident that going back to Spain, they have a chance to go through. Like I said, nothing is decided yet. But the PSG in this game, if you paid attention, had chances to win the game. Especially Bacola had about a couple of chances, and they squandered it. So this could have gone either way on another day. So if a Barcelona fan out there, I don't think you should feel that you have gone through. So let me know what you think. Barcelona, PSG, who do you think will go through? You think Barcelona will go through, or PSG going to bounce back? Or let me know what you think. What do you think will happen in that game that will give either team a victory that they require? What should the coaches do to secure passage for their clubs to the next round? The second game, Atletico Madrid versus Dortmund. Dortmund, if you remember, when these fixtures were made, I and Ubum said in this channel that they sometimes can play with no ambition, with no desire, with no fight. They just come to the pitch to play like it was a training session. But on the day they are on it, they are a match for any team. And these two scenarios we saw yesterday with them, PSG started in a very, very laissez-faire attitude. The defense was a joke, gifted Atletico Madrid 2 goals, a team that usually are very strong at home, and they pounced on it, got their 2 goals lead. We were cruising until Dortmund said that it was time to play. Second half, put Atletico Madrid under serious pressure, created chances, managed to score one, and they ended 2-1 in favor of Atletico Madrid. Setting up the second leg in an evenly poised. Their coach, the Dortmund coach, after the game said that the 12th man, the fans on the stadium, played a huge role for Atletico Madrid, that he expects that going back to Germany, he knows the Dortmund stadium, what the fans can do. The same advantage will return to them, and they will try to use it to also get a pound of flesh of Atletico Madrid and probably go through. So let me know what you think about that fixture. Do you think Dortmund still has a chance? Do you think they can do it? Or do you think Atletico Madrid will go through? Atletico Madrid, we know, can adopt a negative approach in their games. Going away from home, they're not very strong. And so if Dortmund is serious, if you ask me, I think I call that game Atletico Madrid. I still feel that they will go through. I believe Dortmund is not strong enough to prevent them from scoring. Atletico Madrid will still find a way to score in Germany. I don't know how serious that Dortmund will be. I don't know the attitude they will adopt. I don't know how they will come out in that game to give them an edge over the Madrid men. Yes, like I said, it's been a very exciting and scintillating fixture, round of fixture, quarterfinals this season. So many goals, no away goals count. So you just have to win. Teams have gone out there to play, regardless of their home or away, and which has given the fans what they are looking for. So let me know what you think. Day 2, Barcelona 3-2 win over PSG in France. Atletico Madrid 2-1 victory over Dortmund in Spain, setting up a very interesting second leg of these fixtures come next week. Let me know what you think. Who do you think will go through? If you were to be the coach of these teams, what approach will you adopt to ensure that your teams go through over 2 legs? That is that for now. We hope and watch and see what will happen next week. These ones are still evenly and scintillatingly poised, waiting for the fans. Tasty fixtures out there. It's going to be very, very interesting. We'll see what happens next week, and see you. Ciao.